Hi. Yay, we are live. Live. Let me just hang on for a second. Okay, cool. Let me go to, here we go. Awesome. And we're live on Facebook as well. Pretty freaking cool. Okay, awesome. Let me just put in the comments. All right. Cool beans. Hey, everybody. Welcome. It is March 21st. Is this year flying by or is it just me? And so today we're talking about how to trust your intuition when it comes to this personality disorder, right? How to spot a narcissist. And I just want to say, thank you for showing up and investing this time in you and really diving deep into the clues, the tools, the things that you need to spot a narcissist so that you never ever repeat this cycle of toxic relationships and abuse in relationships and and actually breaking the cycles of abuse for your family for generations to come. So I put this series together because if you're a survivor of narcissistic abuse, then you understand that spotting people who don't have empathy is an important skill to foster. And I think it's a great topic for those who are recovering, and that's you, right? So, and the answer to this question, how to spot a narcissist, is always going to be the same coming from me, right? Or how to trust your intuition or whatever question it is, coming from me, the answer is always going to be the same coming from me. And that is to heal from the past narcissistic abuse that you've experienced. And then you'll never attract a narcissistic partner again, period. And you break that cycle of abuse in your family history moving forward, right? So it stops with you. It stops now. So, you know me, I'm not going to give you the answers that you can just Google or, YouTube or whatever. You're going to get the answers, the real answers. So today we're talking about how to trust your intuition. This is a question I get all the time from women. How do I trust my intuition? How do I know what I'm feeling is the right voice to listen to, right? How do I know it's true? How do I know it's not? Hi, Nancy. How do I know? How do I know? And so I want to share this with you because I really want you to get it, because this is going to be like a game changer for you. How to trust your intuition. So the first thing is, we all have those voices inside our head, and usually there's two voices. Some people, you see the cartoons where you got the angel and the devil on one on each shoulder. It's like, oh, this one's saying to do this and this one's saying to do this. I don't know which one to listen to, right? So there's these voices inside of your head. So I want to first share with you what exactly are those voices so that you understand where those voices are coming from, and then you can discern which one to listen to, right? And to trust your intuition, it's going to be the voice of your higher self. It's going to be the voice of source. It's going to be the voice of your team of angels or your spirit guides. It's going to be the inner voice that you want to listen to. So let me go into where these two voices are coming from. Okay, so all of us as humans, we always have these two voices. One's coming from the ego, the brain, the head, the mind, the ego, and one's coming from your heart. And a lot of times I see that people don't understand, and they think that the voice from the heart is the wrong one to listen to. So they go with the ego voice because it is more popular. It's the voice, it's the message that you see on TV, social media. Your mom, your dad may have said it. You in your family, you've heard it. So they go with that voice because they think that's the right one to listen to. But I'm here to tell you, that voice, the more common one, right? What's that phrase? I hope you go, go to the path least with the least resistance. That voice is the one to listen to, the one that kind of seems crazy and like out of, like, that doesn't make sense. And I'm going to give you some examples. It doesn't make sense. Why would I do that? Right? Because it's not going to make sense. It's not going to make sense. So let me give you an example. So intuition, you go on a date. Let's say, for an example, you go on a date with somebody. You have no idea if this person is or isn't a narcissist, right? And everything on paper, this person has what you're looking for, meaning he or she has, they're successful in their career. They're very well put together. They look good. You're attracted to them physically, on paper, right? All the things, check, 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 check on paper. But you go on this date and you're interacting with this person, and it doesn't even have to be a date. This could be interacting over text messaging, whatever, phone call, whatever. But you're interacting with this person and you're getting this feeling, and the feeling is like, something's off. I just don't know what it is, but something's off. He really so, blah, blah, blah. But, okay. So the voice that's going, something's off, this is the one that we commonly ignore. This is the one that you want to listen to. That's your intuition. Well, what do? We make excuses. Say, oh, maybe it's me. I had a bad day. Maybe it's me. I had 3 cups of coffee today versus 1. Maybe it's me. It's, well, maybe he's having a bad day. Maybe he just mean to say it like that. Maybe he didn't mean to insult, whatever. We make excuses. So we ignore the voice inside of us that's saying, something's off. Because also what the ego tries to do is go, well, what's off? Identify it, pinpoint it. What is exactly, tell me what is off? That's the ego, right? So because you can't do that in the moment, we ignore that voice, which is your intuition, and we go with the more common one. Maybe it's just having a bad day. Or maybe it's just me or whatever. We ignore it. And then we find out later on down the line. Okay. Yeah. I should have listened to the red flags. Your intuition is talking to you all the time. Trusting your intuition is a choice. It's totally up to you on what you want to do. Now, before you get into like bigger things to trust on your intuition, you can play with, and this is energy. So this is exactly the word and the feeling you want to have with it. You want to play, just like a child, play with this energy. Play with it. See what happens. Ask yourself questions. Ask your higher self questions and go with, well, okay, so here comes the excuses. Maybe this is, and you recognize them. You go, okay, I've learned that voice in me, and let's just put it aside, right? Because you don't want to dismiss it, hate it, blame it, get mad at it. You don't want to do that, okay? Because this is all a part of you. And accepting all of you is the key to rising your vibration, your frequency, and having your dream life, is raising that. So you don't want to hate it. You don't want to dismiss it. You want to just set it aside. Okay. Just think of it like a child, right? If a child's acting up, you're not getting mad, right? You can feel like the child's anticipation is starting to get higher and higher. You want to just say, hold on, just calm down. Like I'm getting a visual of like a kid getting excited for ice cream, right? The ice cream is coming, ice cream is coming, right? You don't get mad at the child, just like, hold on, just wait a minute, hold on, right? So you just quiet that voice inside of you that's making the excuses. Put it aside. Tap into the other voice. The energy is off. Maybe the voice is saying the energy is off. Forget about, well, what does that mean? Forget about asking questions. Forget about you got the message that the energy is off, and that's all you need to know. the energy's off. That's it. That's all you need to know. So if you want to go further down the line with this, so trusting your intuition would be, okay, I got it. The energy's off. I'm trusting it. It doesn't make sense to me right now, and that's okay. I'm trusting it. I'm going to go with the energy's off. Move along in life. Okay. So the date I was giving you as an example, move along. This person's not for me. The energy's off. Okay. Maybe if it's networking and business, same thing. You're interacting with this person, the energy's off. Don't make the excuses, just move along. And it could be the timing is off. It could be just that that timing is off. Like I'm thinking of business networking. It could be. Again, trusting your intuition, because the more you play with this energy of trusting your intuition, the stronger that voice is going to get from your heart. And the stronger this voice gets in your heart, it will soon be louder than the ego voice. This is what you want. You want this voice to be louder than this voice. This is what you want, because when this voice is louder than the ego voice, this is how you easily trust. Easily, like when the voice comes and it says the energy's off, or do this, or maybe the energy is there, do this, do that. I'm going to give you an example of that. And you're going to immediately trust that voice, because now you've played with it. You've practiced playing in this energy. So it makes total sense to you. You know the difference between the two, and you're quick to trust whatever it's coming up with. So here's a little example of maybe do this versus don't do this. Okay. And that is last year in September, I was on a call with my coach where I was the client, and my coach was doing a call on nonsensical nudges or messages or whatever, trusting the nonsensical, whatever. I don't remember the exact title. So I'm on this call, and as you know, being a client and being coached, you get a lot of downloads, a lot of things are going on in your mind. So same thing for me. I'm getting a lot of downloads, nonsensical, trusting the nonsensical nudges, messages, yada, yada, yada. I get a message from my higher self. Just going to mute everybody for background noise. I get a message from source, from God, from my higher self, and it says to completely change, hey, Connie, my business, to completely change my marketing, to completely change who I'm talking to completely change everything in my business. And I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. Why would I do that? But I've been playing in the energy of trusting my intuition for a very long time, for years now. So even though my initial thought was, what? That's crazy. I did it. I did it anyway. I did it. And I can tell you it shifted everything for my business, everything. So I dabbled in before, talking to women who were in the relationship and wanting to get a divorce. I dabbled in all of that before, but my main focus and my main messaging and the women who I mainly spoke to were already divorced. That's why this whole series is called How to Spot a Narcissist in Dating, because I was already talking to the single women who had already divorced the narcissist. How to have true love after toxic love, and showing them how to get to that, how to experience a healthy relationship after toxic relationships. And that was all of my messaging and all of who I was talking to until September, the end of September 2022. That changed everything. So immediately after I said, okay, I don't know what this means, but I'm going to trust it. Immediately after I did that, more downloads came. Colors, branding colors, the next masterclass I'm going to do, all the stuff just started coming through. And this is what's going to happen for you too. So that's why I say play with this energy, play with trusting your intuition. Start with small things. So trusting your intuition, and let me give you examples of some small things that you can start to play with. Driving. When you're driving, there's the voice inside of you. Little voice inside of you says, get in the right lane. What? Why am I going to get in the right lane? Right? The other voice goes, why am I going to get in the right lane? This lane is clear. Why am I going to get over there? It doesn't make sense. Follow it. Get in the right lane. See what happens. Okay. If for another example for driving, if you're on the highway or whatever, and there's a couple ways that you can get to this destination, and the voice inside of you says, take this exit, go here. You're like, what? Why? I usually always go to the next exit. This is how you can start to play with this energy. Trust that voice that's saying, get off at this exit and do it and see what happens. Because here's what's happening behind the scenes. Not only are you practicing playing in this energy and trusting your intuition more and more and more, and then this voice is going to get louder than this voice. Okay. And that's the goal, right? But not only that, you're going to have confirmation for yourself when you get in the right-hand lane, the left-hand lane, whatever, you'll see. You'll be like, oh, that's why. Okay. Or getting off of the exit before the normal exit that you get off of. You're going to find out. Maybe you'll get to like the luncheon that you're going to, and somebody says, or you're talking to somebody you hear, maybe you're at a networking event, you hear somebody talk, or maybe it's directly the person you're talking to, maybe you hear in the background, yeah, I got off at exit, that was a big car accident, and it made me wait, Oh, that's why my intuition told me to get off of the exit before the normal one that I get off of. You're going to start to see things show up to confirm, to there's another word, solidify that your intuition was right. You followed it, and here's the reward, right? You get confirmation. Oh, okay, that's right, that's right. So that's why I say play with it in the smaller areas of your life. Every time you get in the car, you have that voice, right? Every time you're speaking to somebody that you know is already not good for you, trust what is coming up. Play with it in small areas so that that voice gets louder and louder. Does that make sense? Everybody? That makes sense, what I just shared? Let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if that makes sense. Yes, for sure. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Yes. All right. So great. I'm going to keep these short and sweet because I want to reuse them for YouTube. So great. So that's our topic for today. And my call to action to you, for those of you who are listening on the replay, because the people who are here live are already in my Life After Narcissism membership. So this membership, we meet twice a week for live coaching calls. Okay. And then in the membership, you get all of the replays of the calls that we've done, and we've taken topics like this and other topics that are all pertaining to releasing yourself from the narcissistic abuse that you've been in, healing from those experiences. I also have full meditation page in there for you that you can just click on the topic of the meditation that you want to enjoy, listen to it, use it for 21 days. And in addition to that, you get all of my paid classes that people paid for in the membership. It's on replay. So there's 3 pages that you get access to in twice a month. Did I say twice a week? Twice a month. Thank you. You get, for Life After Narcissism, it's twice a month. So you get 3 pages. You get all of the replay calls of the membership, Life After Narcissism coaching calls. That's 1 page. The second page, you get all the meditations. And in the calls, you get the meditations too at the end. But separately, if you just want the meditation, there's a meditation page. And then thirdly, you can access all the paid classes and challenges, workshops and webinars that I've done as well. So there's a few challenges in there. There's workshops, master classes that you have access to in this membership. So right now I have a code that I'll put it in the description for YouTubers and the replay. The code is $30 off and it's your set price. So you get the membership for $37 a month. And no contract, cancel anytime. So what do you have to lose? $37 a month. A better question for you is, what do you have to gain by having this access to live coaching calls, the membership pages, meditations, and being surrounded by women who get you, who support you, who love you, who get you? $37 a month. It's chump change, you guys. It's chump change. So that's my call to action for you. It is 12:22. I'm going to end it here now. For those of you who are in the membership, I will see you tonight. Have an amazing day. Bye.